Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tom Does Disney. My name's Tom and I do Disney, hence the name of my channel, Tom Does Disney. I just did something that I hate. I looked into my screen. If you're a vlogger, or even if you're doing this stuff at home, sometimes if you do this and you talk like this in your whole video, yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm getting the perfect shot, or yeah, the exposure's great, but you also look like a total dummy. Put that screen away if you don't know how to use it, and now I'm going to be stuck on it this whole video. So if you haven't seen one of these videos before, I like to go through my top 10 rides at each Disney park, and today is the grand finale. We're doing Magic Kingdom. We've done the other ones. Go back and watch them because this is obviously the hardest of the list for me personally to create. This park holds a special place in my heart for so many reasons. I'll do my best to sort through all these emotions and use some logic to root out the best rides at Magic Kingdom. Okay, coming in at number 10, we have Peter Pan. I absolutely love the ride mechanics on Peter Pan. I like that you're swinging above. It makes you feel like you're flying. That's pure genius. I love the new interactive queue, but there are rides that are just better than this. Sorry, Peter Pan. Ariel. I don't know what some of these rides, if they have subtitles. Ariel Under the Sea Adventure with Ariel. I absolutely love this ride. I rode it for my first time ever last trip, and I just couldn't get over how much I was really into the music. The Little Mermaid music never really got to me, but I was really digging it on that ride. So this definitely deserves a number 9 spot. I love the queue, both Fast Pass and Standard Standby. Coming in at number 8 is the Carousel of Progress. Man has a dream, and that's a start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a brave new world for you and me. This is one of Walt Disney's original rides. It came with him to the World's Fair. If you want to see Walt Disney's legacy alive today, there's no better place to see it than at the Carousel of Progress. The Philharmonic is up next. And this ride never ceases to amaze me. It might be the best attraction of its kind that I've ever seen. Using the screen and the 4D effects, it's incredible. The music is very powerful. The comedy is a nice relief from that. And I think that no trip to Disney is complete without doing Philharmonic at least once. Number 6, a classic ride, Big Thunder Mountain. This is a must-do every time I'm there, and although it could use an upgrade like the one it has at Disneyland, this is still a great ride. It has a better queue than it does at Disneyland, and in general, if you want to get your heart pounding, Big Thunder Mountain is one of the best places to do that. Top 5 coming at you, Space Mountain. I love coasters, and this thing is righteous. In the dark during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party this year, it was pitch black, and I know it's usually very black, but it was pitch black, and I couldn't tell we were going this way, that way. If they did that all the time, I think it would be really cool for a lot of people who are kind of sick of the same old Space Mountain. It's only for me above Big Thunder Mountain because of the ride car. It's a single ride car, and it's really cool that you can like feel more of that action when you're in a single ride car. At number 4, we have Haunted Mansion. What more could I say about Haunted Mansion? I mean, this is a must-do when you're at Disney, just like a lot of these rides, especially in the top 5. You have to do them. It's got a great queue. It's got comedy. It's got a level of fear, especially for kids. Not for adults, I'm sure. You probably appreciate the ride just like I do. It's got a touch of Walt Disney's magic on there as well, considering, you know, he didn't directly have a hand in this, but at the Disneyland version, he was one of his last rides that he wanted to create. So I love Haunted Mansion, and it definitely deserves that number 4 spot. Coming in next is At number 3 is Pirates of the Caribbean. This was my favorite ride, period, in any park for years and years and years and years and years. Because now I've seen how well it's done in some other Disney parks, I'm a little disappointed in our version of Pirates. I like it a little less. I think the redheads update, the redhead scene update is good. We wants the redhead. I've got a shirt that says it, but I think that overall this still needs to be in your top 3 rides at Walt Disney World, period. Until you smell the bromine on Pirates of the Caribbean, you really haven't arrived at Disney World. Number 2, Mine Train. This is probably the best roller coaster I've ever been on. It's not as extreme as things like the Hulk. No shout outs to Universal. This is a Disney Channel, but I've been to those parks a billion times, and including Six Flags and Busch Gardens, I do roller coasters like it. When I was younger, I did them all the time. It was what I did. And when I got onto Mine Train, it was amazing, actually. The cart in front of me must have been people that knew this already, but they started motioning back and forth, and I saw how that cart was swinging like that, and I thought to myself, oh my god, this thing's suspended. When we go around turns, it's going to be so smooth, and man, was I right. I think this is fantastic. I think that hi-ho! Sorry if I just blew out your speakers, but that did you ever think that that could be the thing that gets you jacked to go up a hill? The explosions are great, and just in general, Mine Train needs to be at the top of your list for rides to do at Magic Kingdom. But number 1, of course, has to be, maybe for you it's different, me, Splash Mountain. This is a classic. I love how long it is. The fact that you can spend 20 minutes on that ride is great. I love water rides, I love dark rides, and the plummet at the end is the most classic thing you can do at Disney. I loved all those 90s TV shows where the family would go to Disney and every person, they had to have some shot of them coming down Splash Mountain. It's epic. I recently rode it at night for the first time ever. It was one of the only things I did 2 times on this last trip. This is Disney World in my opinion. The reuse of the animatronics from America Sings is beautifully done. It's got a better version of Zippity-Doo-Dah-Day than in Disneyland. And yeah, this is my number 1. So what do you guys think? Is your list like my list? Drop it down in the comments below from best to worst. Start a conversation. Like I said every time, please like down there, subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. Have a magical day.